biggest key to success when we actually figured out and defined our service offering. So with working well over 500 or 600 contractors here in just the last probably year and a half, it seems to be a common question, or I might even phrase it as an issue. So my answer to the question is, what should a young or new lawn care company focus on as adding new services? And I'm going to frame this as, in addition, what should an established company look at adding as service as well? Is the idea is we want to create a core that's focused on 2, maybe 3 services, and these are going to be our gateway services. And these gateway services, predominantly in a lawn care industry, are going to be lawn mowing and fertilization. And basically, the idea is to sell these gateway services over the phone. There is a need for basically speed and implementation to sell your services now. The new buyer does not want to wait for you to drive out to their house and do an in-person estimate. Now, obviously, that's needed for some services. So the idea is grab a core gateway service, 2 or 3, lawn mowing, fertilization, maybe aeration and overseeding, something that can be sold over the phone via satellite. Now, sometimes the satellite imagery isn't perfect, but at least it's going to take them off the market and stop shopping. They've bought. To adjust that price, but 9 times out of 10, that satellite imagery is close enough to base a price on. So what we're going to do is create a core offering of gateway services we sell over the phone that can be sold quickly, and then where we add our services is our ancillary upsell. So this in most industries is called expansion. In lawn care, most service industries, we consider and call this an upsell. But the idea is to sell your gateway services that you can sell over the phone, close the sale, and within 20 to 30 days, we go out and add additional services. Now, the additional services, in my opinion, are interesting because you really want to go out and pick some additional services that can be performed at the same time while you're already at the property, if possible. So maybe it's landscape bed maintenance, maybe it's perimeter pest, maybe it's mosquito control, aeration and overseeding. Whatever these services can be added on while we're already there is going to exponentially drive bottom line profits and efficiency. So not only are you doing a fertilization and weed control app, but you're applying the grub control basically in the same application and billing the customer twice. We're there mowing the lawn, but maybe we have a certified pesticide technician on that crew that can do perimeter pest or mosquito control or fire ant. These are all ideas that I would suggest honing in on and creating a core service that is not really complex, it's scalable, and you can go out and do it while at the same time you're there. There is a lot of money to be made in design build for sure. Irrigation setup. I'm not going to deny these things, but what I've found in my personal experience in working with 500 or 600 business owners now just in lawn and landscape already in the last year and a half is design build traditionally is revolving around the business owner and the skill set that's in their head. It's not scalable to a fact that the business owner is not involved in the day-to-day operations. Now, some of the large multi-million dollar businesses at the lawn and landscape top 100 obviously have scaled past that and it's delegatable and scalable. But if you're a young business, my idea would be stick to a reoccurring maintenance service, lawn mowing, fertilization, something that's recurring. We're compounding the interest in the wealth bottom line. So if you ever go to sell the business or you're looking to make a retirement plan out of it, there's value there because you have reoccurring revenue that's going to have a higher multiplier when you go to sell or go get a line of credit at the bank. And then those gateway services that we sell over the phone, we are going to go out and actually upsell additional ancillary services, upsell or expansion basically, to raise that client lifetime value. And when we go to raise that client lifetime value, we're looking for additional services that can be done while we're already at the property. Or worst case scenario, at your existing customer base, we continue to raise that client lifetime value. And it's a higher profit margin service that we're usually upselling through expansion after we get the gateway services such as the lawn mowing, fertilization, or maybe aeration and overseeding over the phone. So the idea is don't make it complex, don't offer too many things, have 2 or 3 things that you're really, really good at, and then go out 10 to 20 days later and upsell through expansion and raise the reoccurring revenue and profitability on each client. So keep it simple, keep it predictable, keep it delegatable. Wouldn't suggest diving in at a young company by any means to design, build, or irrigation install. That's a whole different beast. And it's going to involve you as the business owner for a lot longer than it will for setting up a maintenance company that can be delegated quickly and scaled on reoccurring revenue, whether it's weekly or bi-weekly mowing or weekly or bi-weekly cleaning in the home cleaning industry. And then we're going out and upselling ancillary services through expansion to continue to compound that lifetime value of that client. So comments and questions, drop them below. Hopefully that was helpful, but that's how I would tackle it as a new young company. And if I'm an older established company, I'm going to take a look at my existing service offerings and start to condense them down for a streamlined efficiency that can be scaled without the business owner having to babysit and be there as the knowledge center. So we're looking at recurring services with upsells while we're already there. So comments, questions, drop them below, and hopefully that was helpful.